Now, back in my day, we had big game boxes. Kind of like this fella right here. Yep, look at that size. Now, this isn't exactly a game I'm proud of owning in a big box.
Hulk is a video game adaptation of the Ang Lee Hulk film released in 2003.
It's your typical movie game. Repetitive and boring. Hulk is developed by Radical Entertainment, released in 2003 for the PS2, GameCube, Xbox Original, and PC.
Hulk is a 3D beat-em-up. You punch and smash your way through several levels and occasionally have to go through some stealth sections as Bruce. Suppose this is a sequel to the movie because Bruce mentions South America, which we can believe he was at the end of the movie. So Bruce is looking for a cure with the help of Dr. Crawford. Bruce sneaks into a lab and is zapped by a huge contraption, which is meant to remove his gamma powers. Dr. Crawford comes in and touches the gamma orb, transforming him into Ravage. And now you must stop him from creating an army of mutants while fighting other colourful characters and also saving Betty on the way.
Whew. I've never spoken that much about story before.
The combat is pretty simplistic. Now this could be seen as a good thing, but all you really need to do is just mash 2 buttons. But hey, you could pick stuff up and throw it at enemies, that's always fun, right? Too bad it gets repetitive very quickly, and your time playing this game makes you feel shallow. But I will credit them for occasionally changing things up a little bit every once in a while. The game will throw you in a new enemy once in a while just to make sure you don't get too bored.
Now here's the real bugbear of the game. Stealth sections.
These sections are so run-of-the-mill, because apparently since Bruce was a thing in the movie, you must play as Bruce in the game. They consist of moving boxes to climb, pressing buttons and being just generally slow. And it has the most annoying puzzle of all. Freaking matching digits! You have to move the digits at the bottom to match the ones at the top in a very short time. And every time you go to do it, he says the same thing.
I've got to move the pairs of symbols until I get a matching seer. I've got to move the pairs of symbols until I get. I've got to move the pair. I've got to move. I've got. Riz.
They're frustrating and just designed to just pad out the game. And also, you think it wouldn't be there in a certain level? Oh no, it'll fucking be there. Then the game throws bullshit like this at you. Also, another weird thing, why are there continues?
This isn't an arcade game or platformer, so why is it there?
So in the end, the game's very formulaic and very tedious. So there will be 2 Hulk levels and then a stealth level in between. Just, you know, a little bit of diversity, but it keeps repeating that same pattern. This is a problem that seems to affect every movie game there is. Devs trying to, you know, release the game at the same time that the movie is, maybe a little bit after or before, but usually the same time, and this limits the time that the developers have to really be creative or just to refine the elements of the game.
The graphics are nothing special, they're cel shaded, most likely to mimic comic books. They're not bad, but they're also not good. But we must remember this came out during the early generation of PS2, Xbox and GameCube. Hulk is your typical rushed movie game that does okay against other horrible movie games, but it suffers from repetition.
If you want a good Hulk game, I suggest you pick up The Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction. It's developed by the same developers, and it's 10 times more fun, and it's open world. Radical Entertainment would go on to create the Prototype series, which are very similar to the Ultimate Destruction. Now I hope you enjoyed watching this review. I hope that I saved you from purchasing a crappy movie game, and I also hope I enlightened you onto another proper Hulk game that you could play. anyways, thank you for watching, and please, I kind of prefer comments more than likes, because, you know, critiques are nice. Anyways, thank you for watching.
Oh, and happy holidays and have a great new year. Thank you.